Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing my favorites of 2017. I cannot believe that it's freaking 2018, but it is. And I know that there's a stocking still hanging up behind me. I just haven't put it away yet. My Christmas tree's still up over here. Yeah, I just haven't put my stuff away yet. But yeah, I'm just gonna go through my favorite products that I either discovered in 2017 or used a lot in 2017, because I know some of these things I got before then, but I used so much. But yeah, if you want to see my favorite products of 2017, then just keep watching. Alright, so I'm just gonna try and go in like some sort of order. So like first I'll start off with a primer. So in 2017 I got the e.l.f. Prep and Hydrate Balm, and I love it. It moisturizes my skin so well. And like sometimes I have issues with my nose area being really dry, and then foundation like looks gross around it. But I used it today, and actually this foundation looked really good on my nose. And it was that first impressions video that I did the other day. But this is one of the primers I used. I absolutely love it. So it's just a stick, and you just apply it all over your face and blend it out with your hands or the beauty blender, however you want to do it. And it just moisturizes your skin so well. So I highly recommend it, and it was definitely something I used quite a bit. Sometimes I would put it on like after I would wash my face. If my face was really dry, I would like put this in those areas. It's good. Alright, so then we'll go into foundation. So my favorite foundation of 2017 was definitely the Wet n Wild Photofocus. I do have two shades just because whenever I got a little bit more tan this summer, my normal shade that I originally got, which was Nude Ivory, was too light. So then I had to go in with soft beige and mix. Now I can kind of get away with Nude Ivory by itself. So it kind of paled back out. But yeah, I used this so much. Basically in every tutorial you saw, I probably used this. Just because I didn't really dabble much in other foundations, just because I knew how much I liked the Wet n Wild Photofocus, so I used it quite a bit. And then following in the Wet n Wild Photofocus trend, my favorite concealer was the Wet n Wild Photofocus. For when I'm wearing this under my eyes now, and it looks really nice. But during the summer, whenever I'd go to work, I would spot conceal with this, blend it out, put on some powder, and do like a very neutral eye look. And this was so great, and I didn't look gross and oily after a while when I was wearing this, which was really nice. Because I have some issues with that, like in my T-zone, especially in the summer when it's hot and I work really outside. I mean, I'm in a concession stand, but it's open to the outside, so it's not like we have like AC running. I mean, we do in one of them, but not the one I was working at the most. So this was just really nice as a just way to cover things up and be done with it. Alright, and then as far as applicators go, so I discovered this applicator in 2017, and it is the L'Oreal sponge. This was my go-to sponge for a really long time, but I think it might have just gotten replaced. So if you saw my video on Monday, you probably know what it got replaced by. But this is such a nice sponge. Before I was using the Real Technique sponge, and then when I tried this one, I basically only used the Real Technique sponge to put on, like, to bake under my eyes, because it has that flat edge. So I don't really use it for makeup anymore. But yeah, this sponge is great too. But yeah, I think it might have just gotten replaced as my go-to sponge, so yeah. pretty good too. Alright, and then we'll go into face products, and then we'll do eyes, because I have a lot of eyes. We'll do face, eyes, then lips. So my go-to highlight in 2017 was definitely the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. Even though it doesn't look like this, I use this so much. If you watched quite a few of my videos, I use this. It's not what I have on my face now, so this might get replaced as my go-to highlight too, because this highlight I have on, I'm really liking. So, but yeah, I mean, this is still a really nice highlight. My complaint with it from the beginning was just it was like a hair too dark, so you could kind of see it when I looked at you straight on. But I don't know, it might get replaced too as my go-to highlight. So next year when I do this, I might have some new favorite products. And then the other face product I have is this Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush in Feisty. It is the blush I have on now. It is such a nice blush. And this, if I wear this lasts all day long. And it's so nice. Like, this blush looks so good. Oh, it's so nice. And it's just like a nice peachy tone, which is what I generally go for. But yeah, I mean, it's just a very nice peachy tone. Like, it fits me really well, and it goes well with basically any look you could do. So I will do the palette I used first and probably most in 2017. I'll do it first. So the one I used a lot is the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbons. In the summer, I said I did a very neutral look, so I used this. I basically used the shade Almond Truffle, Mocha, and Bordeaux, and that was basically my work eye look. And I used a little bit of Divinity to, set it down, because it's a... But I use this basically every day. I worked this summer, and I worked a lot this summer. And I use this quite a bit in tutorials, I feel like, at the beginning. And then I used this a lot this summer, and then I kind of fell into other palettes, so I didn't really use this one as much. But this is still a favorite of mine. It's so nice. Yeah. First palette. Alright. And then the next palette that I discovered was the Tartelette in Bloom. I use this quite a bit in tutorials, and I know I have a tutorial that's specifically this palette. But yeah, I mean, it's just another really nice and neutral palette. So whenever I've actually, for work, now that I'm working down in Cape, I've used this quite a bit on days that I've had tours to give. So yeah, I mean, I've used this quite a bit for work too, and this one might replace the Chocolate Bonbons palette for work this summer, but maybe not, just because there's a lot more. I mean, there are a lot of neutrally tones, but not the same. So it might replace it, it might not, I might use a combination. But yeah. And then the next palette that I discovered in 2017 that I really like is the Morphe 3502. I mean, it has a lot of like warm orangey shades, which I didn't think would look good on me, but when I did my I think my first impressions of this palette, I used some of these like reds and oranges, and it looks really nice. And this back row right here, like these more neutrally shades, maybe this palette will replace it. I don't know, maybe I'll try them all and see what I like best. But yeah, this is just a very nice neutrally orangey warm tone palette. I know a lot of people, there's a big controversy about this palette. Like some people said that people are saying it was nice just because they were Morphe affiliates and things like that. But I'm not one, and I personally like it. And if you don't, that's okay. Like, if any of these you don't like, I mean, obviously that's okay. We can like different things, and it's all okay. And the last palette I have, which is the most recent discovery, is the Dream Street palette. And it's by ColourPop, and it was a collab with KathleenLights. It is a very nice, you know, neutrally palette, but there are those pops of color, like this really deep blue, this pink, this blue over here. I just really enjoy it. And I actually posted a photo recently on my personal Instagram, I think, where I had like this palette on, and I used this, I think it was a mix of this like silvery blue and this blue down here, and it looked so nice. I was really proud. It looked so good, and like I would not think that blue would look that good on me, but it was, and it made my eyes pop so much. It was great. Like, and now we're on to lips. So the one I use the most, you've probably seen quite a few tutorials, is the Mega Last Liquid Catsuit and Rebel Rose. This was definitely my go-to for a while because it's a warm, cool tone nude, which I didn't think would look good on me, but it did, and I loved it. And then the next one is the one I'm currently wearing, and it is another ColourPop KathleenLights collab, and this one's in the shade Dreamy. And this one is a satin lip, and the satin lips are so comfortable. Alright, and the next one I have is another KathleenLights ColourPop collab, and it's also a satin lip, and this one is in the shade November. It's a very pinky sort of nude, but it's different. I know that these two look very similar in the bottle, but this Dreamy is more of like a orangey nude, while November is more of a pinky nude. And then I have Lumiere 2, which is more of like a mauve nude. This is also a KathleenLights ColourPop collab, and it kind of in the tube looks similar to Rebel Rose, but I'll swatch them and they're totally different. So this one is Rebel Rose, and then this more purpley one is Lumiere 2. So they are quite different, but as a whole, I mean, these are all pretty similar. But yeah, that is it for my favorites of 2017. If you want to subscribe to my channel, there'll be a circle over here with my face on it. You can click on it and you will be subscribed. Or if you want to watch my most recent video, there'll be a box somewhere over here that you can click on and you'll go right to my most recent video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!